Welcome to Talking Climate with Katherine Hayhoe. Each episode, we explore how climate change is affecting the people, places, and things we love, and what we can do to make a difference. From science to solutions and stories that inspire, you're in the right place for real talk about real change. This week, we're talking about clean energy holding strong in storms, climate disasters displacing millions, and making your next move safer. Let's dive in. Good news. Climate change is supercharging hurricanes and making natural disasters worse. But sources of renewable energy like rooftop solar can increase our resilience to natural disasters, while also being a great way to cut emissions. Recently, Jamaica was badly battered by Hurricane Melissa, the strongest to ever hit the country. Most power plants in Jamaica are fueled by imported oil and gas, making electricity very expensive. Rooftop solar has been gaining popularity due to high costs, and after the hurricane, it helped keep the lights on for many residents. In Puerto Rico, it took a grueling 6 months to restore 90% of the power that had been knocked out by Hurricane Maria in 2017. Today, Oak Ridge National Lab is pioneering a combination of experimental microgrids, solar panels, and storage in Puerto Rico that has already proven to keep the power on when storms knock out the conventional grid. Rebuilding power transmission lines after a storm takes months, but with solar, you maintain some ability to continue generating electricity. David Gums, an energy expert from the Rocky Mountain Institute, explains. And in the Caribbean, when the hurricane passes, if I have rooftop solar and batteries, and if I can keep my refrigerator running, my entire neighborhood benefits. Not so good news. Over the past decade, climate-related disasters have displaced 250 million people, according to a new report by UNHCR. That's 70,000 people every day, or 2 people being displaced every 3 seconds. And the events that lead to this displacement are growing in number as the world warms. Refugees and displaced people are particularly exposed to climate risks. 3 in every 4 refugees and other displaced people fleeing war and persecution now live in countries that are highly vulnerable to climate-related hazards, the report says. The hottest 15 refugee camps in the world, in Eritrea, Ethiopia, Gambia, Mali, and Senegal, may be uninhabitable by the middle of the century, thanks to a projected 200 or more days of extreme heat and high humidity. Around the world, extreme weather is putting people's safety at greater risk. It is disrupting access to essential services, destroying homes and livelihoods, and forcing families, many who have already fled violence, to flee once more, said Filippo Grandi, UN High Commissioner for Refugees. These are people who have already endured immense loss, and now they face the same hardships and devastation again. They are among the hardest hit by severe droughts, deadly floods, and record-breaking heat waves. Yet they have the fewest resources to recover. What you can do. Are you looking for a new home? The New York Times published a guide earlier this year to help readers assess the climate vulnerabilities of a particular place. It also includes tips on how to find somewhere to live that can weather climate stresses. The authors write, for all too long, weather-driven risks have been shrouded or simply ignored, but there are more warming signals now, and we should heed them and educate ourselves about the relative risks. Some questions to ask when looking for a home include, where can I learn more about a property's long-term climate risks? Where can I find flooding history? Where does a property's water come from? What kind of homeowner's insurance policy will I need? How can I protect my home against fire danger? While the article was written for a U.S. audience, many of the suggestions can be extrapolated globally. I wouldn't include it if it didn't, since people from 181 different countries subscribe to this newsletter. So whether you're shopping for a home or trying to build resilience to climate change in your current home, I recommend giving this a read. Thanks for listening to Talking Climate, narrated by Ann Cloud. For more resources, links, and actions you can take, check out the full newsletter at www.talkingclimate.ca. Don't underestimate your voice. Start a conversation this week and see where it leads.